a byproduct, a fish story, something you didn't want but you got it anyways. So you had to make sure when you were going to get it, you had to bypass it and send it somewhere else. What can this be? Well, let's take it into this notion. We have only white, but we want to make orange, but we have only white. So therefore, we'd have to put a lot more red and a lot more yellow to get that lighter color orange. We'll still get the orange. Okay. Now, if I take red and orange and put it, red and yellow, and put it together, but I don't want orange. I want brown. I don't want orange, but the byproduct of mixing my red with my yellow first, okay, gave me orange. I put in blue, I got brown. Why didn't I just put blue with red? Because I get purple. I put blue with red, I'll get purple. When all I'm really looking for was brown. I got orange and purple together, 60 and 88, 148, the spirit, 60 and 88, 28 distance in the cycle of the moon. You give me a number. You give me a word. You give me a definition of a definition heard, and I will give you the story of the separation or the difference in the number. Even if you tell me that between 60 and 88 is 28, I'll say no, it's 27. In fact, it's not even 27, okay? It's 25. Why? Because the center of the area of 27 needs not the center point, but its value for its own area, making it 25 to 25. When you go 2, 2 on an angle, you're going 2, 2, 2. Tequila. When you go 2, 2, 2, you end up with 25, 625, except now it's on this angle, 2 and 5. 2 and 5 on this angle. Remember, the greatest diameter of a cross is a diamond, is a roof. And that roof is going to fit over Earth. And we need that roof, so we put the moon on top. And instead of the thing of the Earth starting over here, the minute we put that moon on top, depending on the shape of the Earth, right, we have to have a perfect triangle with the moon. And there's only 2 little spaces even on each side. These are constant realities that a 5-year-old child, if you show him, he would say, yes, I understand. Yes, I understand. Moving gears, moving things, understanding divisions. 10 years, the word 10. The word 10 means half and half. 5 and 5. But when you have 5 and 5, you include the body. What does it mean to include the body? First, I work in sizes. Okay, first I work in sizes. Now, where was I right now? The byproduct. This is all about the byproduct. If I'm going to have dark, and I'm going to have light, and then I'm going to have dark, if you put them in circles, okay, and you separate them with thinner and thicker round lines around it, you will look like it's dimensional, a third dimension, because it was the byproduct of the mix. So when you go out and say, hey, I want a little yellow, and now I'm going to take a little bit of blue, I want brown, and you end up with green. Because you took the yellow and the blue first, you first created green. Yellow is 1, blue, okay, is 2. 1 and 2 will create the green world. Mercury and Venus is 1 and 2. Flip everything upside down and use Pluto as Neptune as 1 and 2. Bring it to the 7th gate. You will use 5 Jupiter as 2, and you will use Saturn as 1. Since they are the letters E and F, F, 5, 6, 11, standing times 5 times 6 is 30, plus the 11 is 30 is creation. 30 times 72, okay? 30 times 72 equals 2160, which is the diameter of the moon, or the height of the moon off the Earth. I have to look up exactly what that, miles, it could be miles above, distance miles, I'm not really sure. The Earth is 7,920, which is 110 times 11. We have to connect all the twin towers in the world. I need to see the height. I need to see the height and the angles from all these towers, okay? But I only want to know the height from the ground to start, okay? Because we need to square off the Earth based on these buildings. Because that's the equation. If you get enough of the same architecture in the equation, use that architecture. If we're talking about razors and materials, let's talk about the first 2 companies that opened up. Let's talk about the last one. Let's talk about the last buyout, and we're going to get the dimensions of the creation of where all these realities fit. Just to jump off the scale here, just by saying Jesus, if it was a French person, it says, I am Swiss. Swiss Family Robinson. Things that come to mind. But let's finish with 5 and 6 creation. It creates 30, 11, 41. Take away 6 and add 6. We come to 35 and 47. 47 comes to creation in the moon. And the minute you say 35, right, You didn't say anything else with 35, so right away I have to know there's a separation. 2 equals to missing 1, and 1 equals that there's 2. Pretty simple. 2 says that there is 4, and 4 says that there are 8. 6 says that I am opposite 3 and 3, 3, 1, 3. 4 says I am the corners. What is in between? The separation. What is the separation? If you actually look, it's the beginning of the H and the I. Outside of here, and outside of here, and the middle of here will connect the first T part, right? It splits here and goes here, T, splits here and goes here, T. One T cuts off here, the small T, the big T goes out all the way to here, the division between the two dice. Division between the two dice. Now you got a point. So we can connect these points, right? We make designs. What you can do with these points. If I put a 5 on the other side, right? You're going to actually build the Star of David out of this. 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4. Let's see if I can actually do this. 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4. You know what's funny? I couldn't find a 5 on one of the dice, right? So now we're going to take this camera and see if it actually works. So what happens is, see, this line continues, right? This line continues. Hold on. Seven. See how thick it is? See the space? So this is the Star of David. V, X equals X, V over V. X equals X, V over V. This is how it would be designed. Okay? There is no other way to draw it, because I need to get to the deepest point. You see this? These 3 over here, the 2 on the inside, these 2 are on the inside, these 2 are on the inside, 2, 4, 6, and 8. This is a void, this is a void, this is a void, this is a void. The center is the void. This is your 4, 5, and 6. Okay? The difference between, if you notice, they're going from here all the way over to here. From 1 space to 2 space, from this, 1 space, 2 space, 3 space, 4 space, 5 space, 6 space. From 2 over to 8, okay? There's 5 over 2 is 7. 5 over 2 is 7. So I can just switch that over here, right? All right, these would lock together. These would lock together. These would lock together. So this would be 1, 2. Listen, if these lock together, right, count all the spaces, okay? Count 1, 2, 3 in the middle, 4, 5. And count all the spaces. It'll be 5, 5, 5. But the total spaces will be 9. Take away the top and take away the bottom. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, how many spaces altogether? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 15 spaces. Which leads me to mention one more thing about numbers. And I'm going to put it on this page over here. Okay, the thing about numbers is you need a total of 12. And the reason you need a total of 12 is because, okay, the width is one area here, one area here, one area in the back, one area in the front. The width and the larger. Okay, and then this one center, right? One center here, it goes the height and the length and the larger, how wide and how high this is, giving it 4 areas. Okay, how wide and how large is this, giving 4 areas. You need a total of 8 areas. Okay, the thing is, this one here, okay, which has a value of 4, will raise up to this area over here, giving this one a value of 4. And it'll come down to this area over here, giving this a value of 4. We need the 2 outsides, and the length here is 4. But it's the same width from here to here is 1 total. Okay, and from here to here is 1 total, but it's on 3 different levels. We bring 1 down the center for the total height. Okay, and this goes from this side of it, but only goes up 1/3 of it, 1/3 of it, and 1/3 of it. We calculate 2/3, okay, but this is the halfway point. You follow what I'm saying? If this is 100, and this is 100, this is 100, the total is 300. The top half gets 150, the bottom half gets 150, and that's the difference in the middle, 150, 0, 150. That's your answer. So we need actually 12. There's, in this one over here, the height is 2 areas. The width is 2 areas. Height, okay, is 2 areas. How wide it is. Height and how wide. 2 areas wide. 2 areas wide, okay. 2 areas long. And 3 areas high. Now, we would go 1 area wide. And 1 area wide. And then the center. 1 area wide. So we understand, okay, we understand from here to here, what the center takes up is the same as all these other ones. Do you follow what I'm saying? This is how it's measured. This is for your 3 areas high, because there's 3 levels, right? And there's 1 level on each side of each area. There's 3 levels high. So that'd be 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a total of 6 areas. Total. 1 here, right? And then the outside of this. This and the outside of this, right? Both sides of this. Both sides of this. Both sides of height. Right? But this will be taken up on the top row, then it'll be in the center row, then it'll be in the bottom row. This gets multiplied by 3. It ends up to be 12. Okay, 12 levels over this center over here. Do you follow what I'm saying? First, the pen is down here. Right? Then the pen is over here. Then the pen is over here. Since there's 4 directions over here, and there's 4 directions over here, and there's 4 directions over here, we get a total of 12 directions. How high and how low? Or if you want to matter that at the 7th gate, right? At the 7th gate, all directions come in over here. Almost like the red lights. If you're at the green light, if you're at the red light, and if you're at the yellow light. The top one is usually red. Give it the red sun, number 27. The green is usually down here. And here's the yellow. So go and calculate your understanding with creation through these numbers. Here I'm going to be working on the size of height. How much do we need for the core of the Earth? Remember, the clock is valued at 72. The moon is valued at 216. The vibration of Mars is 432. 18 times 18 is 324. Okay, plus 18 and 18 is 36, equals to the 360 degrees around, times 72 equals to the 25,920 of the Mayan count. Let me see if I did that right. Does my memory serve me right? 360 times 72, 25,920. Divided by 360, and there's your time clock, 72. 72 times 5 degrees, 5 and 5, because 5 and 5 is, here's 5 and 5, okay? The halfway point of each side is 5 and 5, right? But this center needs a size of its own. If that's a total of 10, this is the body. So this will get 7.5, and this will get 7.5, and this will get 5. This will say 7, 5, 5, 5, 7. 15 equals 6, it equals 7, 6, 7. 17, 76, 6, 7, 7, 1 equals 7, 5, 5, 7. 7 and 7 is 14. 7 and 7 is 14. 5 and 5 is 1, becomes 1771. All ones become 6. Add 6 to all ones because they're 10s. When you get 10, 5 and 5 is 10. Add 6 more to it, they become 777. Next Hebrew New Year, and it spells Egypt. Now, I still didn't finish with this Earth thing, but we automatically need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 2, 1. 9, 8, 7 if you want to look at it that way. The opposite way we're going to do it. 16, 16, 16. 7, 9 is 16, carry the 1. 16 and 1 is 7. 16 and 1 is 7, 1776. 8, 8, 8. 4, 5, 6 over 8, 8, 8 over 6, 5, 4. 6, 8 is 14 is 18. 5, 8 is 18. 4, 8, 6 is 18. Total is 54, the number in the sun. 4, 8, 4 equals to 16. 6, 8, 6 equals to 20. 20, 16. 75 times 75 equals 56. 25 plus 75 is 57, 75. The year of George, the year of the egg. Hold on a second. Yeah. Before I end this video, here's number 1. 2 points, one over the other. Here is number 2. I have a point on opposite corners. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. 4 corners and 2 ends. 1, 4, 1. 5 has 4 corners and 2 ends. 1, 4, 1. Top right, top left. Left and right. Left stands for 12. Right stands for 18. Right, this says the birth. Left and left with number 3, okay, with 1, 2 corners and 1 center in between. 3 equals 6. 4 has 1, 2, 3 points and 1 corner and 1 connecting rod. 3, 1, 1. 6, or how about 6, or how about 6? 6 has 1 point and 1, 2, 3 corners and 1 halfway and 1 circle. 7 has 2 corners, okay, has 2 points, both on the same side. This was 1 over each other. These were on opposite sides. 3 has 3 points. 7 only has 2 points and 1 corner. 1 has no corners. 7 has 1 corners. 2, 1, 2, 1. 8, or how about the boxing 8, where we have 1, 2, 3, 4 corners and 2 connected in the center. 8 equals 6. And 9 and 6 are the same thing. 9 is actually 4 corners and then 1 corner, right? 9 corners and 1 quarter. Or how about we just do this, CJ? 3 and 10. 3 and 10, right? Jesus Christ. Well, how about Mercury equaling to 103? How about Earth equaling to 52 and Mars equaling to 51? 103. How about 0 equaling 6, 163 in the 613 laws of Moses? 365. The number 3, 6, 5, 4, 7. And the number 1, 2, 8, 9, 1289. Where 8 and 9, 8 and 2 is 10. 9 minus 2 is 7. 8 minus 1 is 7. 7, 7, 7 to the high sky. How about what the D is? Have you ever seen D before? It's A9, B9, C9. What if you did, actually, instead of 9, we'll just count these in, right? But that's 27. O, okay, is 9 equaling to 36. A gets 9 numbers, B gets 9 numbers, C gets 9 numbers, and O gets 9 numbers, okay? So they stand for all the numbers, right? 9, 9, and 9. But what happens is the next story. You'll have to watch the next video. Thank you for watching.